What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 14 of my Total Warhammer 3 Valkia the Bloody Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Valkia's got her spear now, and her army is in pretty much its final form, or at least near so, as we still need to deal with the Knights and the Skull Crushers, but pretty much there. Other than that, we've gotten ourselves into a fairly interesting situation out here with Asavar Magath, our new range, quote-unquote, army. And that interesting situation is because we have the enemy Demon Prince, Baronair Rune Smasher, moving in march stance right beside us. This feels like a very good time for a baptism of fire for Asavar Magath here, as in just to attack this guy, and well, I suppose come what may. I don't know what's in his army, but we probably won't get a better opportunity than to strike him while he's in march stance like this. So I'm very tempted to do so. Otherwise, we do have Harald still kind of locked down where he is. The problem with him is that Relinda's kind of moving around the Black Forest, which can't defend itself, but also we can't heal ourselves in any of these territories. So either we land or we don't, basically. We could go into ambush and suffer more damage. We could also potentially maybe tell our allies here, you know what? Let's tell you to attack this army. Nah, well, oh, you can't even... Huh. Is it because it's in the sea and you refuse to set sail? That's kind of interesting. I hadn't even considered that that was a possibility. Well, that's kind of annoying. And I guess nobody's able to attack this while it's in the water. We could tell him to defend the Black Forest, so it's not so much that I care about this location. It's just that... And especially if you're going to get it for... Oh no, we're going to give this to probably Harganeth if we can manage it. You know what? Let's just put you into a camp stance and let's just start marching. We gotta get to fighting. We can't just stick around here because of this one territory. And you know what? We're just gonna... wait, I was just gonna say we're gonna trade this, but who do we give this to right now? We could give it to you, and then back to ourselves afterwards, just because this will make it more likely that you defend it. You know what? Maybe that's the way we do it. Black Forests to ourselves. Wait, no, we're gonna give it to you. And, you know what? Don't even give us money. Just keep your money. Try to become stronger by virtue of that. There you go. And then we'll give it to Harganeth if they can successfully grab the Twisted Glade. What we can then do is tell you to defend the Black Forests. No, we can't? Apparently we cannot.
Enter there.
Okie dokie, well then I don't know. You can just deal with it yourselves. Damn vassals. Not sure what they want to do. Alrighty, technologies. We do have new techs. Bloody Summons is now available, which should be quite strong. Demon Mounts for Skull Crusher upgrades. We did want that eventually, but I did want Demonic Pact next. And I feel like I still want Demonic Pact next. There's some damn fine upgrades here, like the... all the buffs for the Aspiring Champions, and for Chosen of Khorne, and for Skull Crushers. This would be a pretty considerable buff to all of Valkia's army, essentially. And Sword Maiden gives us Gore Feast for Aspiring Champion, and maximum active gifts +1 for Gifts of Khorne. But this, ironically, despite being called Sword Maiden, it doesn't actually buff a Valkia in any way. So do we go for Honed Blades? Do we go for Vengeful Warriors? Do we go for Demonic Pact for that additional regular Chaos Authority? The thing that bothers me about this is that Dark Diplomacy doesn't really do anything for us right now. How many turns is this going to take? 8. You know what? This only takes 3 turns. Let's go for this. Let's go for this first, and then we'll deal with the other stuff afterwards. Yeah. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Ooh, 25% missile resistance for Trolls and Chaos Giants? That's nice. That's real nice. Especially for this particular army. Actually, that reminds me, speaking of trolls, where is you? The Palace of Ruin. You're gonna get this Cultist Camp with spices to buff up our Chaos Trolls, and while we're here, we might as well get that Treasure House and keep buffing up this Shaman's Temple for the extra money out of it. And then what we want to do is take a quick look at our heroes. So Tamar, you're one of the new guys that I haven't decided where to send yet. But you know what? Maybe you guys can try to get some XP off of this. And if you die trying, well then Khorne will have decided. Yeah, just do the same thing. Double failure. I didn't want him to take Shagrat, but it looks like it's already been sacked, but well, we'll just tell them to reclaim it, because otherwise what's going to happen? Oh, Dancer might then reclaim it. And then, whatever. They'll deal with it themselves. Frickin' vassals. I don't want to spend too much time dealing with them. Garrulus, you're headed out to join Asavar Magath, but you will not join him by the time he fights. You're ready to steal tech, but probably... Wait, not from here? 36-1, just steal it from here. Doesn't make that much of a difference. Especially if you succeed, well done. And then Kuchar. You have exhaustion, so just stick around here and keep an eye on Clark Caron, and we'll see which of our vassals takes that. Alrighty, good for you, and good for everybody else. Asavar Magath. Nearly time for you to attack. I just want to do one thing, and that thing is... So here's the question. Do we switch to Blessing of Blood to be able to summon... Oh no, but this only buffs our faction leader's army, not every army. Oh, that's a little bit disappointing. Would be nice to be able to use that everywhere, but since that doesn't buff you directly, we're going to give you Hellforged Fury right now. A little bit on the expensive side, but it'll unlock a Skull Cannon immediately. Like so. And then you still have Violent Hunger, which is for Blood Greed, yes? Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, okay. Everything else is fine here. Now, oh wait, did we switch out the main thing? Do you still have the, do you have missile resistance from, yes, you do have missile resistance. Beautiful. And then, two things. First of all, you're gonna get rid of this guy. And you're gonna replace him with that Skull Cannon. Like so. Now, in terms of gifts, we're at 4 out of 6. So one more Hell Cannon, one more regular Hell Cannon, and then one more Skull Cannon. And then possibly a couple of shades into some Skaven stuff, if we can get some Skaven allies. Namely, Warp Lightning Cannons and more artillery, because that's probably the way that we're going to make this army work. Speaking of Skaven, Molder, how do you feel about us right now? Nearly ready for that non-aggression pact, eh? You want 2,000 gold for it. You don't like us because we're at war with the Ecstatic Legions and Wintertooth, but they'll both be dead. Might still be worth our time. Let's do this for now. I'd love to vassalize them, but you know what? Maybe it'll never happen. Or maybe it will. Who knows? And if they hate us enough to betray us, then we'll know and we'll just definitely attack them. Yeah, alrighty. Asavar Magath. Maybe it would have been better to just destroy all their stuff and vassalize them. Whatever, we could always just break the non-aggression pact. What do we care? We're freaking Khornate. Asavar Magath, you are now going to attack this guy. You are at war with the Cool, the Warhost of the Apocalypse. Shush. You are at war with the Wintertooth, rather, Clan Molder, Warhook. Okay, we can't really ask anybody here for anything, because we're going to attack all those factions. So in that light, tis time for you to attack as you are, yes? I don't think there's anything else to change. We also got to build up our Berserker army, which we'll get on shortly. Declare war. Everybody join in, please, and enjoy yourselves. And here we go, a close victory. Got some interesting stuff here. Ooh, a lot of demon nets, which are going to be potentially concerning, plus the enemy lord himself, but we do have our soul grinders and a decent amount of artillery. Let's see if we can make this work.
Thanks is not a mortal concern.
Oh wow, it's been a while since we've seen a lord just on foot without any kind of mount there. Well, good luck to you, sir. Well, let's see if you can avoid being charged by the enemy. Now, this is a pretty interesting army we're facing off against that the enemy has brought. A ton of Forsaken Demonettes and spawn of Khorne. Very much a damage-dealing heavy sort of army. I guess they're going to try to blitz us with that, but I don't know know whether that'll work out against this ranged force. Now, in terms of said ranged force, this is how we've set this up. Obviously, we have our Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes to function as the skirmishers on the battlefield, who have started the battle off by being in front of the enemy and are now annoying the Demon Prince while rushing back to our own battle lines. We also have our single skull cannon, which is out front, taking advantage of its speed to fire at a closer distance towards the enemy and dishing out, hopefully, at least a little bit of damage. I haven't seen a lot of skull cannon shots, so I just want to take a look at that one. And let's see. Oh, please don't smash into that hill after all this. It would be very disappointing. Come on, Skull. You got this, buddy. And looks like he clipped a few of those demonettes and also managed to either knock down or possibly kill one of these. Okay, judging by the fact that you went flying, you look hurt. But we're at 16 out of 16, so I think you're gonna get back up. Even though you did manage to kill a few of those demonettes, still worth it. Alrighty. Well, I'll try again there, Skull Cannon. You got more shots in ya, I hope. Anyway, while all that is happening, behind it are our 2 units of Soul Grinders, who have to essentially be the anchors of our line and take the brunt of the enemy damage. Behind them are the Aspiring Champions to sort of help them hold the line, and then all the way further back are our Marauders of Khorne, who are there mostly to protect our Lord and our Hell Cannon from anything that gets past this. Otherwise, we've also deployed our Shades, who obviously have stock on the sides here. I was hoping to allow the enemy army to essentially hit us and then hit them with the stalking Shades, but we'll see if that actually does work out. Finally, the enemy Lord has taken quite a bit of damage, though also a few of those throwing axes are going wide. There we go. Honestly, if we had kept our Shades near everything else, we probably could have brought the enemy Lord down before he got to us. But oh well. Now he's going to be taking on a Soul Grinder while continuing to take damage from all of our throwing axes. Must be really annoying trying to fight the enemy while hundreds upon hundreds of throwing axes get you in the back. Ooh, nice hit onto our Soul Grinder there, and that Soul Grinder looks kind of angry about it. I don't know who you're swinging your arm at, dude, and when he's not there, buddy. But fortunately, the enemy Demon Prince is pretty badly beat up already. The lower than half HP, while the Soul Grinder is absolutely fine. Our Hell Cannons are also starting to work at it, hitting one of those Forsaken and Slaanesh units nearly to death, and now switching targets to Demonettes as well, to lower their numbers slightly before they get here. Alrighty, Hell Cannons, let's see about that accuracy. Nice shot there. Another one coming in. That one is going to go completely wide. Yeah, I've definitely had poor luck with Hell Cannons missing every shot before, but hopefully as the enemy gets closer, they will have a little bit of an easier time. Ah, there we go. That one wasn't horrible, though the splash wasn't massive. And the enemy army is nearly here. We're also just maintaining our line of axe throwers back, and almost till the end here, our other unit, our single unit of Marauders, Horsemen of Khorne, we're still throwing axes at the enemy Lord. Speaking of the enemy Lord, he's just about done, taking one nice swing at our Marauders and our Soul Grinder here. But he is no more, brought down by the Soul Grinder, who then moves into the Forsaken right past their Lord. Almost as if he jumped out of the carcass there. Well done, Soul Grinder. Okay, you're moving a little bit too far forward, though. You're gone past the enemy battle line, which has certainly reached our own line. The Aspiring Champions and the Marauders are going to have to do their best to hold. In the meantime, over on the side, the enemy Chaos Warhounds of Khorne and Fleshhounds have unfortunately found our poor Shades, who, by the way, look pretty nice in the Khornate colors. I do like the red cloaks that they've got. That said, they're kind of getting ripped apart by the Fleshhounds, or at least this one unit is taking damage. Fortunately, the other 3 units should be able to kill those Fleshhounds with a judicious application of crossbow bolts to the back, like they did to those Chaos Warhounds, which is why those guys are at least dead. And the Warhounds are milling around, or the Fleshhounds rather, are milling around, not entirely sure what to do. So good luck to the Shades, though it looks like they will not be contributing much to our main army. Also kind of bizarre to be seeing the warriors, the spawn of Khorne fighting our own Khornate units. Although, fair enough, Khornate units fight Khornate units all the time. They don't care who they fight. That's what they're all about. And yeah, I'm actually very pleasantly surprised at how much damage the Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes have been dishing out. They were really instrumental in this particular battle. As we can see, they're attacking and knocking down those spawn, because obviously the Marauders aren't going to knock them down. And there we go, another spawn or two spawn drop with that. In the main line as well, the enemy is just about broken. It actually turned out to be a really quick battle, as they just didn't manage to get through our aspiring champions and our soul grinders. Took a little bit of damage on those soul grinders on mind you, and the spawn will continue fighting, but the battle is pretty much over. To be fair, a bunch of Demonettes and Forsaken were always going to take a ton of damage rather than stay on the battlefield. We can also let loose our Horsemen of War, and they can apply some more throwing axes to the backs of all of these spawn. The spawn must really hate throwing axes, just like their lord, the Demon Prince, did after all of that. There we go, nice job to the soul grind, and even the Lord is getting a few hits in there. Maybe the one and only fight he ever gets without a mount, so might as well enjoy himself. Wait, where's that an aspiring champion? I can't even tell anymore. Now the Lord's over here. But he is still having fun. What I said remains true, it's just the particular model being looked at was not the same. Ah yes, he's the one that's twice the size, presumably, of the others. Where is he? He is in here, right beside the soul grinder, or hiding under it, one might say. Actually, may not be a bad idea to use it for cover, now that I think about it. But anyway, I do believe that should be just about it. The last of the spawn shall now fall here, and the battle ends. Very nice. Alrighty, apparently a close victory, and we did take a little bit of damage both on one of our soul grinders as well as one of our units of shades. But otherwise, I do think that went pretty darn well. Alrighty, that went damn decently well. You know, the aspiring champions actually impressed me in that particular situation. And the thing is, all of our ranged units are dangerous to our own units, but the aspiring champions are a lot less vulnerable to damage from things like hell cannons, which makes me think that perhaps this army is due for mostly aspiring champions, or at least one more aspiring champion, or maybe two more in this army, rather than having Chosen in here, because the Chosen, I would imagine, would still be vulnerable to hell cannons. Otherwise damage, the Soul Grinders held the line admirably. The Skull Cannon did fairly well as well, actually beating out that regular Hell Cannon. And we got very good numbers out of our Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes as well. Shockingly good numbers, I would say. About equivalent to that of the aspiring champion, so certainly a good reason to keep them around rather than turning them into anything else if this is going to be a ranged army. A little bit unimpressed with the shades, but to be fair, they got caught and then promptly distracted by piles of Chaos Warhounds. That hidden flanking, stalking flank, whatever we want to call it, didn't quite work out, but it's all good. Now, in terms of what we got here, rather than take the money, we're going to heal up, as we will be fighting shortly. As in fighting more shortly. We have diplomatic relations with Kislev. Ooh! Although I do like the 50% casualty reduction from all attrition. And the free glittering scales might be nice, though once again, you ideally will not be getting into melee combat. We're going to take this Forbidden Citadel here, and then we're going to move out back to the Monolith of Flesh after. Though we could take this right away, we probably wouldn't be able to hold it because Hrorthrak's Black Raider is going to immediately attack it as soon as we leave. So there's no real point, in my opinion. Yeah, so just leave it alone. Let's take the Forbidden Citadel instead, and we'll hope one of our allies just picks this up instead. We do have a quest to do this, but frankly, 1,600 money isn't enough to concern us at the current time. Now the question is, How far do you need to go to be able to reach a Forbidden Citadel? Would you be able to go into raiding stance and still reach it next turn? Maybe. Maybe. Do we risk not being able to, though? You know, we're not suffering any attrition here, so I feel like we're probably okay. Wait, do you need 50 or 25 to go into raiding camp? Only 25, eh? So you could go all the way out to here, for example, and still engage in raiding. This should be good. Nope, apparently it's broken. Alright, that's fine. Get yourself some magic. Wait, no, this just attritionizes our own army. Never mind. Just go to the Forbidden Citadel next turn, then. And hopefully nobody steals that from us. Looks like you guys aren't at war. You're not vassals of these guys, are you?
My fellow warlords converge.
You're vassal of the Ecstatic Legion, who, for whatever we're not at war with you, but we are at war with the Ecstatic Legion. Also, you got a bunch of levels out of that, eh? Huh. Alrighty, and now we'll have to think about this. Do we devote you to Khorne? Do we keep you as you are because you have some damn solid, solid abilities here, minus Evil Eyeball? Or, more likely, if you're gonna be a ranged army, perhaps that's a good reason to... no, there is another Aspiring Champion here. Perhaps that's a good reason to devote you to Undivided as a Demon Prince. Maybe that's the way we do it. Alrighty, well either way we'll need another Skull Cannon and another Hell Cannon, so we'll go towards that first. Well, not so much first. Also, if this devotion only happens at level 30, it's gonna take us some time to reach it. Yeah. And also, speaking of armies, we are going to start building up our Berserker army, which is going to start here at the Altar of the Crimson Harvest. Where else would a Berserker army be born? We'll go with you, Gulgast, because you have the Iron Skin ability, though you're going to get devoted to Khorne pretty much immediately, so that'll switch out. And start on those Marauders of Khorne and some Aspiring Champions. You can also get the Brutes of the Hound in your army immediately. And from friends and allies... what do we have? Nagaron. We are able to build Witch Elves for you. We are able to build Marauder Berserkers. Now, 40 and 24 on the standard Berserkers. Though I think Chaos Vanguard won't work for even allied units because, I don't know. Somebody made a bad decision. I just wanted to compare. 1 second. Arganeth. Arganeth can't build Witch Elves? Or Executioners. The City of Executioners can't build Executioners. I guess it would be obnoxious if they could from an early game. And now, Witch Elves, you're at 38-26 versus 40 and 24. Very, very close. Slightly more armor on the Berserkers with 52 attack, though. Well, the Witch Elves have less attack. That said, the Witch Elves do have the Madness of Cain, which forces Rampage. We could do 2 and 2, for example, and see how they perform against each other. That might be a way to do it. Yeah, you know what? Fine. And ooh. You know, Skinwolves might be... oh, wait, you know what? Skinwolves might be a pretty damn decent anti-large option for the Berserker army. The Berserker army is going to have primarily... Chaos Warriors of Khorne with dual axes. Plus anything else we can go that we can get that feels berserky, so Forsaken and maybe some Spawn of Khorne, but they would have absolutely no anti-large answer. Now granted, we would not have armored Skinwolves because we don't have access to them yet. And there's no guarantee that we'll eventually get them. That said, we gain so much allied we get so much points from allies that perhaps we're fine as we are. You know what, let's try it with 2 Skinwolves and 2 Witch Elves for now, and then we'll see. Who had the Skinwolves available? That's you, yes? Like that. Yeah, I would have liked some Marauder Berserkers to be with the Brutes of the Hound, and... we could just not get the Witch Elves at all, but I do like them. Oh, but they... Wait. You know what? Witch Elves would be terrible. Good in theory. I like the concept. But the thing is, they're really reliant on Murderous Mastery, which we can't activate because we're not Dark Elves. And that's their best part. That's the best part about them. Yeah, alright, fine. Let's get some Marauder Berserkers in here instead. Maybe from one of the other tribes? Aghole? Yeah, let's get a couple Aghole Berserkers and a couple of Among Weirkin. And I take it Crag can't give us any... Wow, Crag, the entire faction can't build anything. They have 2 settlements only. We need to gift them something. Something that'll allow them to build something like Marauder Champions, which they're doing right now. Never mind. Ignore me, I'm crazy. Okie dokie. Golgast, stay there, build up your Berserker army. Next, what do we have here? Frigid Wasteland. Actually, question for you guys. Has anybody ever gotten the same skill after evolving? I.e., is it actually possible to go Iron Skin and then devote yourself and get Iron Skin again? Because Iron Skin is ideal, but I'm just wondering, maybe it's actually better not to get Iron Skin so that it would be a higher possibility to then get Iron Skin after? I don't know. I've never encountered the same thing being kept, so I'm just wondering if it's even possible at all. Also, you're nearly done with this upgrade, so that's good for you, which actually reminds me not to get a Sorcerer so much as to double-check those Exalted Heroes again. Burning Body and Evil Eyeball, let's get you Festergax up and running, but let's delete you. And we'll swap you out afterwards. In fact, let's just do both of you in case I forget. Though out of curiosity, I just want to see here. Vanguard deployment for Chaos Knights. Okay, well that's swell, but not what we need right now. Okie dokie, and now I believe we're good. Yes, we are good with Violent Hunger. We have just swapped out Hellforged Fury and cannot swap it any further. And we're nearly at unlocking the final thing as well. And I believe we're good, yes? And this is still gonna take a while though. But that's fine. You're still in Ruinous Bulwark, although we could switch back to Hail of Hellfire at this point. Oh wait, actually we can't because we need the reduction to be back up. But that might happen shortly as the Eye of Chaos opens yet again. Alrighty, now let's end the turn. And let's see if they fall for Valkia's ambush. Also, what's gonna go happening out here? Siggy, maybe we should tell Siggy and Malice to start attacking these guys out here. I mean, Bilious Cliffs is already Slaaneshally corrupted. Which means it would be pretty ideal for Sigvald there. That said, Malice would probably get more out of the territory than Sigvald would, wouldn't he? Because the problem with Sigvald is that he's a Chaos Warrior unit, and thus anything he grabs in terms of territory turns into garbage, just like ours do, with the exception of Dark Fortresses. So, certainly not a high priority, I should say. Alrighty, Valkia, they did not fall for your ambush, but they also didn't move towards you because they're a bunch of cowards. Alright, well, we'll leave this. Confederation Middenland, ally occupies settlement. Good for you. Not so good about this. Valkia, move out. Right here. These guys are probably gonna go past you, but maybe we can catch them depending on how far they can go. They'll go in march stance, though, or full speed stance, so most likely they'll get away. We shall see. Actually, they can't go that far here, although in... Are they in full speed now? No, they're not, so they could go way, way further. I somewhat care about Pack Ice Bay, but not that much. And the problem is that we can't actually gift it to any of our allies until somebody takes this over. And though if it's Malice, I don't necessarily actually want to give it to Malice. I'd rather give it to another Norscan. And because Norska can actually make good use of these settlements. I mean, so can the Dark Elves, don't get me wrong. But in this particular situation, it's probably better to give it to the Norscan so that they can buff themselves up. Anyway, Huddled, keep moving, and oh. These guys didn't take Hotek's Column, rather trying to move towards the Twisted Glade, and they're trying to defend the Black Fortress. Yeah, that's fine. You are going to take Hotek's Column rather than having our allies do it. And I know that this will cause you to take damage, but it is what it is. You just heal up, buddy. And then we will... Let's see, what was the iron? What did the iron do again? Chaos Warrior armor plus 10. I mean, it's valuable, but... It's not super valuable. I'm gonna build this up right now, and then we may still swap it out to the Dark Elves, or to Karganeth in particular, because I like them. And they like us. Alrighty, so that's good. Valkia's moved. Let's start moving heroes around and potentially summon a new hero as well. Where are we? We're summoning him at the Frozen City, so that's where we will continue. Hideous Visage. Ignored. I don't like it. Leave Goldbridden. Ooh, wait. Life, rather. I'm just wondering now. You have Revel and Slaughter. Vigor loss for Chosen, Vanguard deployment for Juggernauts and Mounts and Skull Crushers. So this is very nice. Like, this is real nice. Minus the thing about the Juggernaut and Skull Crusher thing. You know what, you're gonna move out. And we're gonna keep you. You have the same thing, and oh, also Eldritch Aura, but you have Slaughterer's Strength, which I don't like. Although the assault units could come in handy elsewhere. As in, as a field agent, though, to be fair, wasting an Exalted Hero slot just for assault units also doesn't feel that right to me. You need a Mage Tower, however, I think in this particular situation we're going to get you the Haunted Tower instead. Also, we will need to construct a military building that allows us to build spawn, but we'll do so later. Yeah, I think we'll do so later. Actually, that reminds me, wait, you, Berserker Army. Take a look at the regular units thing for a second. Yeah, so we can definitely start upgrading you guys into Forsaken and Spawn of Khorne without building the military building, so let's just do it that way. All of you in, like so. And then all of you are going to become Marauders of Khorne. There doesn't appear to be any need to actually evolve anybody into Aspiring Champions, because they could just evolve themselves. As in, appear themselves, not evolve themselves. Not quite the same thing. Alrighty, you... Damn. All of you into Berserkers, I forgot. This is a Berserker army, so even you. There we go. No regular units. Huh, also, does it... Huh, weird. These guys look a little bit... like their images kind of look pixelated. Was it always like that? Am I crazy? Or is it looking weird to me? Wait. I want to take a look at another one of the newer units. Like, let's see. Valkia, you have... No, those look fine. Is it just the Marauders? Who else has Marauders? You have Marauders. These look fine, too. Is it just the Berserker ones? They look weirdly pixelated to me. I don't know what's going on. Either way... Oh, look, you're coming to defend the Forbidden Citadel. That's adorable, but it will be way too late. Alas for you. Auto-resolve, and it's ours. Ooh, and a free Razor Standard pickup. Very, very nice. I'm not going to give this to Vassal, because I feel like that Vassal is actually broken and won't work. You don't need the Razor Standard either. Yeah, we got an Iron here as well. Nice. You don't need the Razor Standard, because... it's not really useful for your particular set of units. Although ancillaries... No, that was the only ancillary. Okay, fair enough, game. You are gonna get the Haunted Tower, you are gonna get the money thing, and you're gonna get the growth thing. There you go. Gonna take a while. But we do need the Haunted Tower here, because these places are a lot more vulnerable. And oh look, Azazel! I do want Valkia to come down and deal with him, especially as it'll give us the Sarl. So as soon as she's done with Wulfric and his little tribe here, and then we'll send them down that way. Hopefully these guys don't also all take our... the next fortress, which is out here, which should be ours as well. Anyway, that's Valkia. Golgast, you can... not do anything else. I'm just wondering, do we want Marauder Horsemen in this army? They're not really Berserker-y. It doesn't feel quite right. Nah, we'll just wait for lots and lots of spawn and stuff like that. And maybe a Bloodthirster or two in this army. Ooh. And they should have Chaos War Shrines in this army as well. As in the Khornate War Shrines. In fact, perhaps for this army... we will have a Metal Sorcerer as well. Oh, we need another one of these, yeah. Ooh, Unearthly Reflexes would also be really good. Same with Scaled Skin. I'm thinking we give them that because it'll give them the ability to buff up the Berserkers and have them not get damaged as much. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. Alrighty, well, we'll deal with that afterwards. Tamar, you are staying where you are. Because, well, we're gonna keep you as a field agent unless you die, in which case we won't. Hey, you succeeded. Well done. Specialist, please. And you are sailing down there, down to the south to join an army. Garrulus. You are also joining an army, specifically this army back here. Also, I forgot what your spell is. You have Scaled Skin. Yeah, that'll work for a Chaos War Shrine. Alright, move yourself out. Good. And Entire Godslayer and Kuchar. Time for you to steal a little bit more tech. Here. Success, very well done. And max out that steel tech. Grimrindle really doesn't like us now. And how's Malekith doing? Yeah, Malekith's been doing pretty great. He's probably the best of our vassals. I want to just keep powering up Harganeth to be the real best because she loves us. She loves us much more than everybody else in our vassals, I believe. Yeah, considerably more so. Decadent Coast, 99, getting there, Siggy, getting there. Actually, I haven't checked the deals in a while. Quick deal, what do we got here? Nothing important. And yeah, the closest vassals are quite far away. Wow, also 36 for Heralds of Ariel? I wonder if we'd be able to vassalize the Heralds of Ariel too. I didn't even try with... Oh wait, actually I did check with Lethanar and he really didn't want to. It was very rude. Oh well. You have this for another 8 turns. Steel Tech at least once more. There you go, another success for you. And you can then have Block Army or Wound. Let's go Block Army. You may run into situations where you need to be able to use that as well. Okie dokie, and I believe with the building's complete and our units all moved out, we're gonna end this turn. Though, wait, I just saw something. Frozen City. Something new. Apparently, or something I forgot. Now do you need a wall? You know you probably do. I'd prefer to build a sorcerer tower for additional sorcerers, but I think right now you need a wall. I feel like I was doing that, maybe I accidentally misclicked and cancelled it. Especially since Shagrath is taken, you definitely need to be able to defend yourself. Alrighty, that's now good. Skip the rest of that, including the paths to glory, and let's proceed. I thought for a second that guy was gonna siege, and I was starting to look a very shocked Pikachu, but apparently not. Alrighty, anybody else coming in here? Silostra, you are still not ready to become our vassal, and thus you will die. Oh, actually, you're quite near to becoming our vassal now that I look at it. Your capital is the Venom Glade, so you'd have to share it. Oh, no, you're not. We can't, we don't have enough money to give this to you? What if we give you Hotek's Column? You don't even want Hotek's Column. It actually goes more negative. Okay, I guess Silostra would prefer to die. Well, good luck, Silostra. Maybe if we sack her territory one more time. I think she does have a small army out there somewhere, which is maybe what's causing that situation. Also, we need to make sure that we're the last to defeat the Legion of Chaos, or else they won't get subjugated. Need to find their territory, their main territory. Also, gotta double check how many territories they actually have left. Varg, more, yeah, sure. Wait. I thought Varg were dead. Huh, well, weird. You know what, I guess that's a reason for us to occasionally use them. Also, what the heck are you doing, Bellicor? You're just sitting there being useless. I guess we could manually tell him to attack something in theory. Oh, look, somebody's landed. Province secure the Shardlands. Somebody's retaken Shagrath, and it's you. You're heading out to the Frozen City, but you can't do anything to it. Tamar, keep assaulting these units. Failure, and we need Valkia to fight, because we're running out of money. Wait, Hideous Visage, and I don't like either of these. Another Slaughterer Strength. You know, I'm gonna summon you as well, just in case it's better. Ah, yes, there we go. Assault units, 15% casualties inflicted, plus Slaughterer Strength, another 10% casualties inflicted. You're the field agent. I'm glad I summoned you. I wasn't gonna, but then, yes, that definitely works. And wait. It's an Assault Garrison. Doesn't work as well, but a little bit more Assassinate, a little bit more Assault Garrison, you're perfect. You... I kind of don't want to delete you now, because you've succeeded a couple of times, and we do still have room for a couple more of these. Or at least one more. We'll see. If anything, we'll delete you, but you are going to be Assassin. Not Tech Thief. Good. And Assassin and Unit Assaulter is all the same. You, Valkia. You can't land at Valley Diovig, can ya? What we could do is we could move Golgast out. Actually, speaking of Golgast, you I'm gonna go here briefly. I'm gonna grab whatever this is for free. I assume this is auto-resolvable. Okay, it's not even a fight. Fell cargo. Trunk of maps, gambler's armor. Oh, that's a decent pickup. That's free after all. It's a free gambler's armor. And stay here. And you need to protect the altar in case somebody attacks from somewhere. And somebody will attack from somewhere eventually. That's what they do. Anyway, Valkia, you got a Wolfric to kill. Troll Fjord should fall to Malice shortly, so it'll just be the Citadel of Lead, Conquata, and the Isle of Wights.
Mistress of Skulls.
I wonder if there's a Dark Fortress at Conquata, I would assume. Just want to double check. You're not... Nope, you're not ready for vassalage, eh? Maybe he will never. Maybe he would rather die. Also, this may have been a bad idea because if there's somebody sitting at the Isle of Wight, which is a port, they would potentially be able to attack Valkia. That said, who's gonna attack Valkia? Nobody's gonna attack Valkia. What am I talking about? They would be mad. Absolutely mad. A Lustful, you're back. And nobody's taken the Monolith of Flesh. That sounds like something Sigvald should take, but you know what? That also sounds like something this little faction should take. Actually, Sindancer, if you could kill that for us, which you're apparently doing so right now. Oh, we told you to kill that earlier. Okay, that's why you're running after that. Beautiful. Well done. Now I'm just wondering, who do we tell to attack this stuff? You know what? Malice, after you're done taking that, we're gonna manually send you that way. Actually, you guys. I don't know where your armies are. Do you even have any armies? I feel like we should send them out that way as well. Skeggy's out here, and... Wait, did you defeat Khorne Hellebron, or is she moving down there? Oh, wow. Hellebron's basically dead. Or at least she's badly damaged. Alright, fine. Harald's gonna have to deal with this himself. Do we still suffer attrition here? Yeah, okay. You know what? Stay here, or possibly go into encamp stance and start moving forwards. We probably don't want to be attacked, but whatever. He's willing to fight this regardless, even at half HP. Yeah, that's a lot of archers. They're not going to get through this. We'll be fine, even if we do end up fighting.
Bloody-handed priestess.
I don't know how Hellebron managed to get so badly hurt. I also don't know why I can't find any of these guys' armies. Let's talk. No, you have a tiny sliver of balance of power, so one there it is. I missed ya. You're going to go down to Ulthuan or to here. No, you know what? I'm going to say you're going to go down to the Monolith of Flesh for now. Let's try that. And we'll see if you take it. Also, do have to be wary of Azazel coming up to the Forbidden Citadel. Anyway, I believe we're unfortunately pretty much out of time. A little bit... move you, let's say, here. A little bit admin heavy towards the end of this episode, unfortunately, but not much we can do about that. Another battle to come at the Altar of Spawns next episode, presuming that these guys don't run away. Valkia is drawing nearer and nearer to the destruction of Wulfric, after which she will go this way to grab the fortress from Azazel and destroy Throg and whatever's going on out here for good. And, of course, Harald will hopefully try to fight Bel Aline here, or presumably, if they run away, then he'll just go over here and destroy Silostra for good. She still doesn't want to join us. But we'll try to figure that out, and we'll try to make it happen next time, so stay tuned for it. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.